What's happening, y'all? Show man Flex back at it again with another episode of the Flex Files. This is gonna be a kind of a short one for real, man, because we kind of talk about this a lot. But the one thing that Body Game has taught me is that women are worse than men when it comes to, like really showing when they into a dude or like, being aggressive with a dude. When your body on point, I'm telling you right now, man, it unlocks a whole different world. It unlocks a whole different world to the attention that you get from women. It just do. Like there's really nothing else that can, and there's nothing else that can kind of compare with that. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, make sure to click that subscribe button below so that way you know when I post new content. But like I said, it unlocks a whole different cheat code. Because I'm going to be for real with y'all, man. Listen, the thing is this. You can't really compare it to nothing else. You can't compare it to a dude that got a lot of money. Because a dude that got a lot of money, a dude that got a lot of money, yeah, he gonna get attention from women, but he gotta show that he has money. Okay, he has to show that he's got a lot of money. And I've said this a good bit of times, but I've only said it because it's the truth, y'all. He's got to show that he's got a lot of money. He's gotta pay a lot all the time. He's got to invest a lot of money into that woman, right? To get something in return. But that don't mean that woman gonna lust for that dude. Like, I done seen a girl on this podcast say this shit too. She was like, look, money can make a guy handsome, like fine, or, can make him attractive in a way. But, you know what I'm saying? I may still be thinking about that dude that was screwing me right, fucking me right. Body was right. He was fine, this and that. You know what I'm saying? She's still gonna be thinking about him. And that's the truth. But to tie it into dudes that got that body game right, when you have your body right, you learn this shit. You see it. You see how women really be choosing dudes that got their body on point off the strength of just how they look. A woman will literally like, I fuck you up and down. She look at you, don't let it be at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Because women, the thing about it, they always looking at a dude body. Women always looking at a dude body. They always checking for a dude's body. Okay? But they just be more discreet about it. They don't get caught like that. Like how men get caught. Men get caught looking at staring at a woman. And they ain't even trying to be discreet. Men ain't really trying to be discreet like that a lot of times. Sometimes they are. But a lot of times, men ain't really trying to be discreet like that. They not trying to be secretive, and subtle with how they stare at a woman. But a lot of times, women, they be looking. You just got to catch them. And when you catch them, they be eye gawking you. Like, and a lot of times, they'll look at the mirror when you at the gym. They'll look at the mirror and look at you in the mirror. They'll look at you through the mirror, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Instead of them like looking at you, they'll look at you through the mirror. So that way they looking at you and shit. And you may not even really notice it. But if you catch it, I'm telling you right now, they like looking at you like, damn, I want to have his babies. I want to have his kids. I don't have women tell me that shit. Women will tell you. A lot of times they will tell you if they want to have your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing, man. This shit is real. This shit is real. I be trying to tell dudes this all the fucking time too, man. I be trying to tell dudes this shit all the time. And, men that get into the body game and they know what I'm talking about, they know what's up. They know it's real. Right? Like, it really makes it makes the difference between winners and the losers too. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, cause it's I've seen women on TikTok. It used to be Instagram, but I've seen women on TikTok talk about how, they'll lust after their gym crush, man. Like they'll lust after their gym crush. They may not, they may not approach the gym crush, but they talk about it all the time. They're like, oh my God, I just seen it, my gym crush and his back. It's just something about his back, his shoulders. And I tell dudes all the time, like, and I'm gonna drop my workout routine because I'm getting more into I'm getting back into my Olympic lifting, because for people who don't know, I used to Olympic lift. And that's the snatch and the clean and jerk. And that shit would build my neck, my traps, you know what I'm saying, shoulders, but definitely traps in the neck. And, I'm about to get more into that. And I am back into that now. I did like clean and jerks, 225, like a full squat clean, and then another squat clean and split jerk. So that's the type of workouts that I be doing. I'm back to doing. So I'm about to get back into them. And when I do it, my damn traps and my like neck even be sore, right? But women be liking that shit. Like women be liking, like they like that back. They like them traps. They like the chest too. Cause those are the, the shoulders and the back and the traps. Those are the man muscles, man. Like those are that turns women on a primal way, a primal level. It's just they can't help but be turned on by it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. You got to understand, and they will let it be known. They will let it be known, man. Like they may not come up to you, because women, they don't normally approach. But if you like that, they will. They will approach when they really want you. And they really want you to know that they want your ass. Like that shit is real. And only men that know about this is the men that have exemplified body game. You know what I'm saying? Like dude, like you have a woman, willing to, you get out of the car and shorty catcalling your ass, talking about some damn daddy, like y'all. And best believe they be looking, y'all. They be looking. They look a lot. See, women just look, like I said, they more discreet about it. But women will look at you and you don't know they looking. They'll look at you with no emotion. They'll be eye fucking you and be like, damn, I fuck the shit out of it. Damn, I want him to bend me over, this and that. They'll be saying that as they looking at you. And you could catch them looking at you, but the way they looking at you make it look like they can't stand your existence. Like they'll have a straight face, but whole time they like fantasizing about your ass. That's how women are. See, men, when we look at women, a lot of times men are very like overt, and it come off as real creepy. But when women look at a dude and she checking out a dude, it's very subtle, extremely subtle. That's why a lot of women on TikTok, I've seen a lot of videos of women on TikTok saying, how, them shooting their shot is them looking at you real quick, which is a horrible analogy of them shooting their shot. I don't know why women say that shit, but that's how they say they shoot their shot. They looking at you like for like 1-2 seconds and look away, and they'll ignore you for the rest of the evening, the rest of the day at the gym. But that's because they like you, right? But that's how women are. You just won't ever really know. You just won't ever really know how they are. You won't ever really know that they are into you and that they like you, right? But that body game, a lot of time it's hard to hide it. When they see a nice body, I see women on TikTok all the time, and I get a lot of information on TikTok because I'm on there too, right? But I see them all the time say shit like, There's just not enough good looking dudes out here. They out of shape. They don't keep themselves up. They don't keep their body in shape. And when they see a dude with a nice body, they look at them like a Greek god. A Greek god. Like they ain't seen that shit in years or ever. Okay? So you gotta understand that, and you gotta keep that in mind. You know, that's just something to think about. But dudes with body game, they know what it's like to get hit on. They know what it's like to get hit on by women and get attention by women or from women. So hey, just a quick video, like I said. Hopefully this video helps somebody. Make sure to click that subscribe button below so that way you know when I post new content for y'all on a daily. I got some new stuff, some projects coming for y'all as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm working on a merch line. I'm heavily working on that. So like I said, stay tuned for that as well. Shout out to all the new and old subscribers. Thank y'all so much for joining this channel. It means a lot to me, y'all. Thank y'all so much. All right, until next time, it's your man Flex with another episode of the Flex Files. I'm out. Peace.